systems thinking, I think, enables us, first of all, to change our thinking. The way we think about these interconnected, wicked, there's a new term I came across recently, super wicked, dynamic problems, and the complexities of our contexts and our environment. So it helps us to change our way of thinking. So this is the first thing. It helps us to communicate with others in this new way of thinking, and to create this new way of thinking and seeing, and to develop shared understanding, kind of linking up to what a lot of what Marlies has just been talking about, and Andrew as well. And, if you think differently and you communicate differently, ultimately, that's going to kind of lead to a sort of a change of behavior in terms of working with these complex forces. So realizing that there are ways of identifying, acupuncturing, I'm sure that's not a proper word, and futuring, that's probably not a proper word either. But if we think differently and we communicate differently, we're able to work differently and behave differently. And I think, ultimately that's kind of where change happens. And then sort of at a more practical level, systems thinking and systems innovation helps us to identify and to test a wider variety of possible actions and navigation pathways. And please note, I'm not using the word solutions here. I think they're advanced users, people in the audience, so they aren't solutions, okay? But identifying a wider variety of actions and pathways. And ultimately, Marlies spoke beautifully about sense making. It's about becoming aware of the potential of our actions and reactions in these complex adaptive systems, so that we can become a bit more sensitized towards things like unintended consequences, which ends up being the source of even more bigger problems and things. And ultimately, to expand the choices that are available to us, and in that way, to develop the ability to intervene, because and that's the linkage with futures work, is exploring, imagining, using the future to be able to take better decisions, make choices today. And systems thinking, one of the ways that we're able to identify where we can possibly intervene to make change and to have leverage to make change, because that is what's so desperately needed where we are now. So I'm done. Let's hand over to the people that have so kindly joined us in this session.